Hey gang, I cut off that last video about the new flip phone because it was already 6 minutes. I like to keep my videos kind of short. I do want to point out that no phone is going to be perfect. There are a lot of phones that can meet people's needs no matter what they are. And me getting a flip phone is by no means an anti-app, anti-internet type of move. I like apps. I like the internet. I do not like how smartphones and the way that these companies treat smartphones is to just use these apps to constantly push information into your face to keep you on the app. That's what me getting a flip phone that does have browser and apps on it is doing. Like, I got a flip phone to make a conscious decision on how I interact with the internet and apps and how they interact with me, instead of picking up this one device that thrusts everything into my face and tries to bombard my brain with so much information, and I can't hold all that. So a lot of people are making videos about how they're getting flip phones to get away from all that, and that's not what I'm doing. I like being able to communicate with other people. I like having access to information whenever I need it. This phone does have maps on it. Some people are going for Sunbeam. You may have heard of Sunbeam. No apps. Well, they have apps, but no app store. And it has no web browser. And that does not work for me. I need access to information. In 2025, I think it's a very unreasonable expectation to think that people should go one way or the other with the internet, knowing that we need the internet for practically everything that we do. You need a smartphone to be able to scan a QR code to be able to pay for parking in 2025. Now, this phone is not going to do all that. KaiOS has its own version of the App Store that keeps its apps and access very limited. I can't get Instagram on this phone. Maybe I would have access to that on a smartphone phone running off of KaiOS, but I don't know if they even do that. But there is an expectation for people to have access to the internet in their pocket 24/7. And I think it's I think they said 8 or 18%, somewhere between there, of Minnesotans, and please look it up, of Minnesotans don't have a smartphone. And that number is probably going to get higher because people are sick of this data breaching shit. At this point, people have decided that they just want to be in touch with their friends and families and anybody else who may need them, or be able to contact anybody when they need help, including but not limited to emergency services. And things have just gotten out of hand with how these with how these smartphones have basically turned into time vampire spies. So that's my overall take on it. Do I plan on staying with the TCL particularly? No, I'm not married to this phone by any means. I'm going to give it 3 months and see how I feel before either getting the blue flip or seeing if I can get a TCL Flip 4, because hopefully the issues that the 3 has will be fixed on the 4, namely being able to change the hotkeys and navigations. But the flip phone movement is very much in line with the Clippy movement, is very much in line with the baby JD Vance meme movement. There are a lot of ways in which you can express that you are no longer conforming to the way that things are going. And please do what's best for you. It's not about the people who can't, it's about the people who won't. It's not about how you need a smartphone to survive. It's about how the people at Whole Foods are now using their hand to be able to scan to pay for their shit. Do what you can out there.